Africa has woken up, now an investment destination. Niger residents scoop oil from another faulty tanker days after explosion killed 96. Boko Haram kills CJTF member, destroys 3 patrol vehicles in Borno. Money laundering. Court denies El Rufai's aid bail again, sends him back to detention. Fubara leads Ogoni leaders to meet Tinubu at Aso Rock. Let's move on now to the leadership. Botched local content initiative. Meter producers eye Ghana, Benin, Niger, others. 50% telecom tariff increase not across board. NCC, that's the Nigerian Communications Commission. EFCC, ICPC urged to investigate Udom's tenure in Akwa Ibom. Ex-militants protest flouting of 2009 amnesty deal. NAS promises adequate funding for Fiscal Responsibility Commission. Others. PDP witness testify in court, claims irregularities in polls. 2027. We support our parents' decision to buy Governor Elias' election form, pensioners' children. Buni tasks local government chairman on security, IGR. APC chieftain resigns in Yobe over poor treatment. And that's it on leadership. Let's move on now to the Punch and see what the headlines have got for us this morning. Bandits influx. Amotekun mobilizes 2,000 men to comb southwest forests. Nigeria's public debt hits 142 trillion naira as borrow-in rises. Rural areas suffer blackout despite 14 billion naira power spending. Federal government seeks stronger U.S. ties amid Trump's deportation threats. Supreme Court hears Wike Fubara loyalists' appeals February 10. Immigration arrests 90 foreigners for cybercrime in Rivers. How El Rufai's ex-chief of staff laundered 3.9 billion naira forex proceeds, according to the ICPC. Tinubu promises fairness as Ogoni oil exploration plan resumes. NNPCL raises petrol price to 990 naira in FCT, 960 naira in Lagos. Cricket World Cup, Nigeria battles South Africa for top sport. That's it on the Punch. Let's move on now to this day. Bagudu, Tinubu steering economy in right direction, determined to stay course. Says petrol, solid minerals, creative industry sectors tasks to unlock potential. Explains how tax reform bill's passage will achieve 18% revenue to GDP target. And that's it for the major headline on this day. Moving on to more. Tinubu to Ogoni leaders. We can't heal past wounds if we continue to be angry. NETI expresses support for tax reforms bills once policy gaps plugged. Oyetola seeks increased budgetary provision for Marine Blue Economy Ministry. Dabiri Ewera laws Richard Edoki on UK award nomination. At World Economic Forum, Shetima markets Nigeria, Africa as investment destination. Federal government alerts public on confirmed anthrax outbreak in Zamfara. And that's it on this day. Let's move on now to our final stop, which is the Sun. 50% telecom tariff hike sparks heated debate. Plugging $500 million annual losses through cargo tracking note. NIMASA targets 560 billion naira revenue for 2025. Portugal to import more Nigerian LNG. World Health Organization asks U.S. to reconsider decision on withdrawal. NPA, NLNG partner to boost exports. Edo governorship election, PDP witnesses testify at tribunal. NGO flays telcos 50% tariff hike amid poor services. PDP further slips into crisis. And that's it on the Sun. Time to get to your reactions right now. You can call or send a WhatsApp message to get started. We are also streaming live on YouTube and Facebook at Nigeria Info Abuja. Once you get through on the phone lines, move away from your device, give your name, your location, and kindly go straight to sharing your thoughts. You would have 60 seconds to do that. You can also send a voice note or send a WhatsApp message to 08099930137. Numbers to call 0700 951 0000 and 080 9597 4869. Good morning.
Good morning, Mr. Itodo.
Welcome, sir.
How was your night?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm fine. Sir, this is your line now. Okay, you was last week I tried to call you for where I can only you.
Sorry to hear.
This is a lovely brother from North Central part of Nigeria, David Kuba Federal, Malaruna.
Go ahead.
I guess I'll stay and I'm looking for what I now. I'm tired from where I and Itodo.
Yes.
We can communication tariff.
Sorry about that. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
Yeah, this is Charles calling from UC2.
Go ahead, Charles.
I want to talk about the resumption of oil exploration in
Ogoni.
State. Some of the things that King Saruriwa fought, I hope the present governor is going to address them. Not calling the political chiefs and those kind of betrayers to come and have secret meeting, spread dollars, and they'll give him go ahead. There are boys and the men who are on ground who owns that community. I hope the right things and some of the things that King Sarawiwa was killed will be addressed. And I also want to use this opportunity to please caution those who are callers of this Nigeria Info. I have my own opinion as they have. I have observed that some of them will call and
Charles,
my opinion.
Charles.
Itodo, I must confess that you have warned them. I observed that. But they should, my opinion is my opinion. Theirs is theirs.
Charles. All right. That's fine. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts. Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning. Welcome.
Yes, sir. Great about Robert Palanci. Agree to It's Donatus calling from Niger State.
Go ahead, sir.
You see about this of it has happened again. And still get people going there to stop where. With the security that we are in now, anything can happen. A tourist can just go there and light this fuel, you understand? Everybody will just go ahead and die. I think federal government should do something about it. You don't pamper this kind of a thing. If you use one person as an example, I'm telling you, nobody will hear that place again. You understand? And for the good individual. I think they should look into that. It can belong. Understand? But nothing. Thank you. God bless Nigeria.
All right, thank you for sharing your thoughts. Now, regarding the situation in Niger State, according to reports, it was granite oil that was contained in the tanker and not PMS, as widely speculated, according to what is reported, is, giving insight. But here's how things played out. While some people managed to scoop, others fled in different directions, apparently to prevent being caught up in any unfortunate situation. So there are people who have learned their lesson, and in the event that this kind of thing happens again, they take to safety, take themselves to a place where they will not be caught up in whatever inferno that might ensue. So it's important that people learn a lesson. But what is the government doing to prevent this situation from reoccurring? It's something that we would need to push for and ensure that it's done in good time. Let's get to you. Good morning.
Good morning, Itodo.
Welcome, sir.
Yeah, my name is Yahaya Deheboy.
Please go ahead.
I'm calling from Masaka. I greet Uncle Salasi, Ali, Dan Ali, Nebaban Ali, wherever he is, Momizi, and all the Nigerian listeners and callers. New polytechnic name after Tinubu. I think it's a good one, but I remember when Abuja University was named after one. There are some people who raise issues. Why should it be named after that should be just remain like that? And so welcome that, even though it has not come in session, but they name it after him, we welcome that. And about 14 billions, how many billions or trillions we are spending on electricity. Still, part of this country almost half of this country are in the darkness. I think they use electricity, making campaigns, they use electricity. Every politician will use light to campaign. And that one is not forthcoming. Like, it has become a conduit pipe for maybe easy way to get money from Nigerians. I think government should look into that so that our lives should be improved. And yes, thank God that it was granite oil yesterday. If not, it could have been another story for those who want to scoop fire. I just pray that we should be conscious of such a things. It's not just something go for free like that. We should just have to be conscious. Thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Let's see what the live feed is saying. Take some of your messages right here. Prince Olafeju Peter, watching from Suleja. Good morning, Aleke Modestus, Ike Chuku. And Okwandu Obina says the federal government should think of making Nigeria a better place for Nigerians than going to look for cheap relationship with other administrations. If the U.S. leader is in the habit of giving unfulfilled promises to its citizens, as we see in Nigeria, I don't think the U.S. will be great like it is right now. The federal government should please do what is needed and stop playing itself. America is for Americans, in the lexicon of Donald Trump. And also Francis Namani says the president should use his veto power to resolve the political saga between Wike and Fubara for the overwhelming interest of the people of Rivers State. Whatever is good for the goose is also good for the gander. Muwazo John Lasisi in Jigobwari says Abuja gets polytechnic, that is good. Blackout in CBD and environs, this is not too good for the status of the FCT. The government should do what is needed to restore power as soon as possible. God bless Nigeria. Good morning, Abdullah Abdul Malik and Benedict Mavwang, watching live from Onisha. And Oludade Abeodu on YouTube says people will continue to jackpot because of the poor wages. Brain drain will continue in Nigeria because our environment is not conducive for people. Judwal Chima, good morning. Thank you for joining in. Good morning.
Good morning, Itodo.
Welcome.
How are you? How are you doing? How are you, loved one?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I'm doing fine. I'm Habubakar calling from Bagulada. I breathe. I had the head boy, Malam Haruna, senators from Meza, and all the callers and listeners. It's a good one that President Tinubu gave approval for establishment of polytechnic environment. It's a good one. but it's a bad precedent for the proposed polytechnics to be named after Tinubu. What about the person who even created the Guarimpa, the military head of state Abacha? The Guarimpa should have been named Abacha or Ranger State. But he never did that. It's even colony, they never redeemed it after him. They should allow him to recognize Tinubu in the proper time. And on data of medical doctors, it has started having a negative effect on our medical human resources, because now a doctor will be rationing jobs in about 5 hospitals in a day. They will be mobilizing patients up to 6 to 7 o'clock in the evening. One doctor will be shifting jobs in different hospitals and clinics. It's unfortunate. Thank you.
All right. Good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome.
How are you? Yeah. I've not heard from the angel. I hope she's okay. My regards to her. My name is Mrs. Omega.
Welcome. She's on the sunny side now.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Naming a polytechnic after my president. You know, when they try to name me in Abuja, people say no. If it were to be a new institution, they will not have issues with it. It's okay. But my question to you, the voice is, the problem of education in this country, is it about having more institutions or improving the quality of education? Now, upon retirement, what next? I think that's the most important thing. We established one not long ago in Kaduna, if I'm not mistaken. Now we are talking of Abuja. So let me leave it at that. That question, we just have to ponder over it. On the issue of what happened in Niger State again, that a tanker fell, but alhamdulillah, we did not hear that there's any casualty. And some people are talking of Granada and the rest. I want to ask this question again. If a particular truck falls down, and you have rice in it, people want to go carry the bag of rice. Does that rice belong to you? They are stealing. If we have to bring religion into this, it's just that when it happens, people don't want to say the way it is. We want to bring religion into it. You say you are an African tradition worshipper. You know that taking somebody's thing is bad. That karma will always visit you. Why do people, because you are hungry, you will not run? Or is it that it's your mentality that thing is not the owner's own again? That was why I said our religious leaders have a lot to do. I say after preaching about us making heaven, also preach about our attitude and relationship here on earth.
All right.
Communication will increase their tariff 50%. People were coming for me that, Mommy, which one is your own? Throughout yesterday, you are saying that they are Nigerians, our subsidy is gone. Why are you not saying something? What do you want me to say? But let me say something. The moment they increase that particular tariff, it's going to affect us negatively. Now, SEC is telling us that it's not going to be across the board. That based on your competitive strategy, they will be billing you. Now, we are paying 44 naira for SMS. The moment they increase it to be 6 naira, they are charging us 11 naira per minute when we make up. Now it's going to be 16 naira 0.5. Now, so many people have resorted to making WhatsApp calls. I even noticed that one of my friends that is truly doing well, anytime I call him through WhatsApp, I say, it's always hungry. Let us talk now, and he will call me. He called me yesterday through WhatsApp. I said, what is happening? Say, you don't know what is going on in the country.
All right.
Now, WhatsApp call, all right.
Thank you for sharing your thoughts. Can Nigerians bear the burden of the telecom tariff hike? Well, let's see some of your messages on the WhatsApp platform 080-9993-0137. We're also streaming on YouTube and Facebook, so you can go on there to catch up and still be a part of the conversation. Nigerians should boycott the services of all telecom companies for 1 or 2 weeks to register dissatisfaction with their services, and the 50% tariff increment is what Ambassador Afam shares. Yes, I slept good. Thank you so much for asking. Shatima markets Nigeria to the world. Is Nigeria marketable? Where are his marketing strategies? Is the question that Fitzgerald in Airport Road is asking. The NC says 50% tariff hike exacerbates poverty, affecting communication, goods, education, and livelihoods. Unfortunately, our leaders indulge in wasteful spending while the citizens face hopelessness and hunger. The government should do the needful to rescue Nigeria from this crisis. The government should return to status quo, is what Wale Fatunla shares as his thoughts. And Opulent in Bari says bandits have taken over Nigeria's forest. What is the army doing in town as opposed to using their forest or the forests as their second home to deal with the bandits? Meanwhile, the rural blackout due to frequent collapse of grid and vandalization is a result of corruption from our leaders. When will this come to an end? Is how Opulent ends that message. Let's go on to the live feed and take some more thoughts. Abdullahi Ahmed Jimeta, good morning. Shatima says Nigeria is ready for business. That is our prayer. Inshallah, Nigeria, we're praying for the good of the country. And Sunday Daniel, watching live from Kaduna. Thank you for being a part of the conversation this morning. All right. A good place to wrap things up, yes? At 7 o'clock, it'll be time for, or take a pause actually, because I'm going to be back to get more of your reactions. But we have the news coming up at 7. You can go on there to the live feed right now, YouTube and Facebook, to still be a part of the conversation. We'll go on a quick breather at this point, and when we come back, we'll talk some more. So do well to stay tuned and stay hydrated.
Perfect in 95.1 ways. Let's talk with Itodo on 95.1 Nigeria Info, your Let's Talk station.
This is Nigeria Info.
Nigeria Info.
We must not